What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of This versus That. Today I got me a Beats Studio Buds. So what I wanted to do was to compare it with my AirPod Pro. This is the new one, and I have to say nothing else has beat this thing so far. I decided to give this Beats Studio Buds a try mainly because of the pricing. It was a great deal on Black Friday, so I bought one and I just got it in and I was playing around with it, so I just wanted to do a quick comparison between the two. Now, first off, this right here costs almost twice as much as this right here. And secondly, as you can see, the form factor, not on the spec sheet, but in my hand right here, you can see that the AirPod Pro kind of beat it out in terms of form factor. It's a bit smaller. Yep. The interesting part is that even though the Beats is a bit bigger, the size, the weight is the same. The weight is the same, and let's take a look at that right now. So here is the Beats coming in at 58 grams. The AirPod Pro is 57. So now it says 59 for the Beats. 57. Slightly heavier. Slightly. Take it with a grain of salt since it is a digital scale after all. But secondly, the Beats has 8 hours of playtime actually, while the AirPod Pro has 5 hours. So probably where the thickness comes in is probably the battery. But I'm surprised, just 2 more grams than the AirPod Pro, and it can hold 3 more hours than the AirPod Pro. But anyway, that's just on the spec sheet. I have not run this battery down, so I don't know if that's true or not. So the most important feature of both of these is the noise cancellation, and I got a chance to test it out. Obviously, that's the first thing that I run to when I got these, was to try out the noise cancellation, because guys, these things are useless without noise cancellation. To be honest with you, you just buy yourself a $20 earbuds if you want to. This thing that makes these AirPods and earbuds from Apple special is that they have great noise cancellation, and something that the AirPod Pro has been doing very well for a very long time. I actually prefer these over any Bose any day. So I tested the Beats out, and I have to say the noise cancellation is a little bit underwhelming. It's not as great as the AirPod Pro, and I think that's where the pricing difference is in. So I would have to give the winner to the AirPod Pro for noise cancellation. So the next thing that I want to point out, if you are considering the Beats Studio Buds or the AirPod Pro, is the charging ports. This is important to some people because the Beats uses USB-C to charge, which you can find plenty of these cords all around. They're a lot cheaper to buy. You probably have other hardware that are using the same USB ports. So USB-C is awesome. This one right here, the AirPod Pro is still using the Lightning. So that's the other thing. But then on top of this though, with the price comes wireless charging for the AirPod Pro. And that's one special thing about this. The Beats does not have wireless charging. Now, speaking of Android, obviously, if you have Android, I would totally recommend the Beats Studio Buds because it just works better in that way. All the software works better. But then the caveat is that the iOS software seem to be lacking a little bit on the Studio Beats. And then, so the caveat would be that the software on iOS, on the Studio Buds, it's lacking a little bit On the AirPod Pro, it's actually pretty nice. Everything is well integrated, as you can see. I open up the phone. Everything is well integrated, as you can see. I open up the case, it pops up. Same thing with Studio Buds, but it looks like there are still some bugs that they need to work out with this. Yeah, so Android user, I would say Studio Buds. iPhone user, stick with the AirPod Pro. It's pricier, but it is a lot better hardware. Now, come the next piece, which is noise cancellation. How do I feel about the noise cancellation on both of these? When I got these in, I swap it out to the biggest plug that I can, because I know that a lot of these rubber plug do not fit my ear very well. I have really big ears. So I switch it out to the biggest one that I can, and I popped it in and turned on noise cancellation. Well, the thing here is, for some reason, I did not hear much of a difference when it comes to noise cancellation on the Studio Buds at all. I thought it was just me. I popped my AirPod Pro in, hit noise cancellation, and yep, I can definitely hear the noise cancellation on there. So I would say this right here, noise cancellation, is not as great as the AirPod Pro. So take it with a grain of salt. That's just me using the biggest ear plug that I can find in the box, and yeah, that's my result right there. Maybe your ear will fit better and noise cancellation will be better. But so far, AirPod Pro still beats out the Buds. From a price point though, this is very enticing. Studio Buds, I would say I recommend this if you want to save like $100. Yeah, this is the choice for me, especially if you're an Android user. All right, so guys, that's my quick review comparison of the AirPod Pro versus the Studio Buds. I hope you guys like that. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.